Hello, everyone. This is Ascending High Priestess. I hope you guys are doing well. I thought I would do a reading, but I wanted to kind of go over a few things. I had gotten a download, and the download consisted of a lot of people being in some sort of, it looked like a cafeteria, okay? But the cafeteria was outside. And in this cafeteria, there were a lot of people. So it was definitely like a work environment, okay? In this work environment, there were people that I recognized and there were some people that I didn't recognize. And to get to the table, you kind of had to kind of like follow, go down, like when you're in school, you have to walk down the corridor, single file until you get to your classroom or wherever it is that you were going. So once I got to this place, I saw that there were people kind of like branching out into different tables, so forth and so on. And once I got to the table, I realized that I was sitting alone and these other people were waving towards me to go sit with them. So the gist of it is that I feel like the collective right now, they have a lot of choices. They have a lot of things to kind of go think about and mull over as far as where do you want to go, what tables do you want to sit, where is your energy going to be at, where is your focus going to be at, you know what I mean? Like I was getting that very strongly, like there are going to be tables that you no longer resonate with, or people that you no longer resonate with, people that you may have to leave behind because you sort of outgrown them, or people that you're going to meet that are opening certain opportunities or a table for you to sit. So you're going to have to be prepared for this. So this is kind of like in preparation of what is to come. So that was the download that I got, and I will read more into that as the reading starts. First, I thought I would do a cleansing. So for those of you who need a little bit of energy cleansing at this time, just take a deep breath. Close your eyes. Any ill will or ill intent sent to the collective at this time, please return to sender. Any ill will or ill intent at this time, please return to sender. Any ill will or ill intent sent to the collective at this time, please return to sender. So will it be. Okay, let's see. I thought I would start with the tarot and see what kind of messages pop up from there. So what kind of messages do you have for the collective regarding the download of them actually moving forward? Okay, thank you. So this is all about judgment as well. So for a lot of you, this may have been due judgment, I'm hearing. For a lot of you, you may have been with people that not only were stealing your energy, for a lot of you stealing your income, stealing your ideas, just being cold towards you, okay, giving you the cold shoulder, people that wanted you to sort of follow along when, there were other things that you needed to do. And I'm hearing Gabriel, for those of you who resonate with Gabriel, okay, has basically put their foot down. Okay, your ancestors have put their foot down and said no more. So you are getting this due judgment, okay? And it's not judgment against you, okay? It's not judgment against you. It's judgment against the actions of others in your life. And for a lot of you, I'm hearing it's about time. Because a lot of things have gone on in your life. A lot of unfair shit has gone on that you had to sort of, yeah. For a lot of you, you were always the person that was giving. Okay, that was generous. That people looked to, you know, when they were on some sort of bind, okay, they looked to you to help them out. And the scales of justice right now are being waved in your favor. And the world is here. Okay, let me see. The world is here to show that this is a cycle that will definitely this is the beginning of a cycle, okay? This is definitely the beginning of a cycle. I had to put the card like that so it won't show her bits. This is the beginning of a cycle that's going to definitely bring in a lot of abundance, okay? Emotional stability. This is a gift from the heavens, okay? This is something that is very protected, okay? You shed a lot of tears in the past, okay? You were definitely someone that gave a lot of your time, a lot of your effort, a lot of your money, a lot of emotions, excuse me, into different things. And you were not someone that got even 1/3 of that back, I'm hearing. My cards are all over the place today. Why? There's some sort of chaotic energy also. Now, this could be you, you know, because you're anxious. Or it could be just the people around you. Yeah, and right now you're trying to sort of focus on growing, okay? Focus on physical, emotional abundance, okay? Trying to get things rolling and growing. You've put in a lot of time and effort into yourself. You are right now in Emperor energy. And remember, just because it's an Emperor doesn't mean that it doesn't also apply to females. We both have male and female energies. Everything is very fluid, okay? So just because you are a female or identify as a female doesn't mean that you don't have Emperor energy, which is a very, very strong energy. You know, you've come a long way. You've come a long way to sit on that throne. You know, you've had many nights of crying, many nights of overthinking, many nights of obviously, yes, worrying, but it seemed like other people's drama always kind of played in your head. Like, how could I have done this better? How can I have been better in this situation? What if I did this? What if I did that? The what if for a lot of people is what's like, it was maddening, I'm hearing. It was like, you know, driving you a bit crazy. But, you know, you were protected. You know, for a lot of this was lessons in how you you were able to navigate in certain situations, how you saw yourself in certain situations, how you were able to let go of certain situations, okay? So navigating is a key word here. One more, please. Thank you. Yeah, and for a lot of you, this was due to toxic patterns, okay, of either toxic patterns in families, toxic patterns with partners, okay, toxic patterns with people, places, and things, okay, how you were able to sort of navigate through those rough oceans and let go of certain things. For a lot of you, this could be, you know, related to relationships, and for some of you, it's more related to work. Okay, maybe you were the type of person that put, you know, 120% into a work project and never got kudos from your work team, or you know, you put in those extra hours and people just, you know, didn't even appreciate what you were doing at work, or they just, you know, passed you over when it came to promotions and things like that. And, you know, even though you put in the time, the effort, and the love into a lot of these things that you were doing, a lot of you work with your hands, I'm getting, it wasn't appreciated. And for those of you who also, this applies to a relationship, I'm getting that you were an overgiver, an overthinker, oversharer, and a lot of times, you know, it just didn't pay off. You always ended up with a broken heart. You always ended up with the short end of the stick, I'm getting. One more, please. Thank you. Let's see. One more. Thank you. Oh, this came out again. Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands, you know, you started out, with some gifts, okay? You had different avenues of where to go, what to do. For a lot of you, you held back, I'm hearing. Held back either due to some fear, judgment, chaos. So you were holding back, and it sort of impeded your growth, okay? But you are there, you're being urged to move forward, so that way you're able to get the fruits of your labor, okay? Let's see what else. Let's see the Kipper. What information or messages can you give me regarding this situation, please? What information can you give me regarding this situation? Will the collective be able to move forward? Yeah. So a lot of this from the past is already a dead cycle, okay? It's you moving forward. 1 plus 9 is 10. So 10 being a cycle is ending, okay? So again, if it's a cycle at work, a relationship, etc., it's something that you're being encouraged to move on. Distant horizons. Okay, so distant horizons. 36, 3 plus 6 is 9. So again, you're like on the verge of getting to a new level, a new timeline, a new experience, okay? This is something that's divinely guided, This is something that's definitely going to anchor you, okay? And by anchoring, I don't mean like more anchoring in stability, okay? One more, please. Thank you. So there's definitely, oh, wow. So 35, 3 plus 5 is 8, and this is the pathway. So you have something that is definitely, if you were to put it this way, and this way. So you have a new pathway, okay, that you're being asked to sort of follow. This is your sacred path, however you want to describe it, you know, and this is something that is very, very well guarded, this is an enlightened path for some of you. This is a spiritual path for a lot of you. So this, if you notice, you're going in succession, okay? 3 plus 5 is 8. 3 plus 6 is 9. 1 plus 9 is 10. So, you know, you're being guided to sort of follow the steps, okay? You're walking down the path. You're going to be anchored and given better stability, and you're going to be seeing old cycles sort of like, you know, die out. Interesting. And you may be someone who is of high honor. Again, 2 plus 5 is 7, okay? You may be someone of high honor. Okay, I'm being guided over here. You may be someone who is very intuitive, all right? Very intuitive, or very attuned to your gifts, especially now that things are popping, I'm hearing. What messages do you have for the collective regarding this message? I was going to say this gift. Okay, let's see. One of the messages is forgiveness, okay? So for a lot of you, you may have to not only forgive yourself, but you may need to forgive others, which is very difficult, okay? Sometimes it's easier to forgive other people rather than forgive ourselves. A lot of us carry a lot of guilt, which weighs heavily on us, okay? And, you know, I'm part of the collective, so I've been guilty of that as well. So it says, withholding forgiveness only hurts you and prolongs the pain. It's time to forgive someone, or maybe even yourself, so you can stay on the path of your highest potential. Again, path, okay? So for a lot of you, this pathway, enlightened pathway that you're going to be going on, you need to sort of forgive other people for whatever it is that they've wronged, or, you know, whatever they did to you, which is not easy. You know, it's definitely not easy. And, you know, I know a lot of times spirit, they urge us to do certain things, and mind you, you know, they are spirit, but, you know, we are just measly little earthlings, and things are hard down here. So, you know, forgiving sometimes people is very, even though it's crucial, it's very, very hard, okay? It's very hard. And study is the other card that popped out. A new endeavor is upon you, and it may require new knowledge and skills. Put the intention out into the universe. And I said attention, so you may need to pay attention to some of the signs and synchronicities right now. And the right teacher will soon find you, okay? So for a lot of you, you've been wanting someone maybe to teach you about your gifts, okay? So this person may pop up soon, okay? Someone will definitely maybe take you under their wing. And for some of you, I'm hearing it may be in spirit for some of you, and for some of you, maybe an actual physical person, okay? One more, please. One more, please. Thank you. Discovery. So for a lot of you, you may be, discovering a lot of different things, not only about yourself and your gifts, but you're discovering a lot of things about people, even people that you've known for a long time. So, these are new ideas, people, opportunities maybe coming your way. While there is still work to do to reach your goal, you may discover new strengths and passions along the way. Oh, that's so great. That's really actually kind of fun. So for a lot of you, you may be discovering a lot of really cool things about yourself and just people that you may encounter. All right. So let's see. Thank you. Look for signs. So for a lot of you, you're going to need to look for signs. Spirit said it before. Look for the signs and synchronicities right now. What other messages, please? Thank you. Abundance. So Spirit is trying to kind of work with you to bring you more abundance, okay, and stability, okay? Remember the anchor. Remember the anchor. I'm getting that for some of you, your last name may even be Anchor, or you may even have like a anchor tattoo. Perfect timing. So right now, whatever it is that you're working on, this is definitely the perfect time to sort of move forward and get the ball rolling on a lot of this stuff. And a year from now, things may be completely different for you. Completely different for you. So if you start now working with Spirit, a year from now things could be very, very different for you. Let's see what advice Spirit has for you. What advice? Awareness. So this is definitely going to bring you a lot of awareness, all right? It's going to definitely open up that third eye. So you need to sort of, again, the anchor, ground yourself a little bit more, cleanse your space. Listen more to your intuition. For some of you, I'm getting that, and I may try to, if I remember, to put the link up. There's a lot of very good different YouTube videos on this, on, cleansing your chakras. There's something about blue space, okay? There's a lot of blue here and a lot of blue there. So make sure that you go out more, you go out into nature more, especially when I'm hearing when the sky is blue, there's something there for you, okay? For some of you, and I know this is going to be so random, okay, and this may only apply to certain people, your apartment or your house is very dark, okay? You may have either dark windows or maybe the corner where the apartment is or where the house is, it doesn't get enough sunlight, so this sort of affects you as well. If you can, because obviously we all live in different spaces, sometimes landlords won't allow you to. If you can, try to paint your space, or at least either whether it's the bedroom or the living room, blue. Okay, whatever blue you are attracted to paint it. And if you can't do that, maybe try to get more paintings or more artwork or pictures, anything like that that may have blue. Okay, there's something about the color blue that right now is going to be very, very calming and very soothing and very healing for you. Thank you. 9. Okay. Again, so 9 plus 1 is 10. And you're going to actually go through some material harvest. So you're gaining all this knowledge, gaining all this awareness, and it's going to lead you to a very abundant and material harvest. Okay. Because the universe is definitely going to be providing some source. There's something that you're not seeing. Our universe is not letting you know right now, okay? And that's okay. You know, we don't need to know everything. It's just not, sort of like putting cookies in the oven. The cookies are not ready yet. Let's put it this way. And you're going to be rewarded and recognized for all your hard work, okay? The universe is definitely aware that, you know, you've been through it. And this is going to definitely be a positive movement forward, okay? This is all going to be very, very good for you. So I hope this message resonated. Please hit share and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Take care.